Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. With COVID-19 still rapidly spreading, people are losing their minds, running around like a chicken with its head cut off, and this is prime time to make silly, irrational, very bad stacking mistakes. This leads to panic selling, just not really thinking very rational. And this video is just going to share how to get back to the basics, get back to the roots so you can invest properly and successfully. So before we start, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe because I do post daily videos. Now, right now, if you could go in the future, go 2 years in the future and look back at this time, during all this COVID mess, and look at silver's price, look at the shortage happening, shutting down mines, shutting down production, mints selling out, Royal Canadian Mint shutting down, looking at the gold to silver ratio 124 to 1, you would look at all of this and say, wow, it was obvious that silver was a ticking time bomb. Of course it's going to hit $50, $100, right? But since we're in it right now, it's harder to see that perspective. I'm trying to peel back the layers, take off the blindfold so you can see the reality of the situation we're in. In 2008 and 2011, in the 80s and the 90s, same situation happened, recession/depressions occurring, stock markets crash, businesses shut down, but now we have another player in the game, which is coronavirus. And this is making things even more extreme. The stakes are even higher, which means the prices can go even higher. I like the one article I was reading. It says, $100 silver seems crazy, but we're living in crazy times right now, aren't we? So the possibility of $100 silver is even more plausible right now than if the markets were just normal, and I'm saying $100 silver. Right now, there's a much higher chance. Not only that, but we see the mines being shut down due to COVID-19. We have Peru shut down, Mexico, which are those two mines combined make up nearly half of all silver production on a global scale. Nearly half on a global scale. We're talking about global silver production, which is used for 5G technology, which is going to be the next biggest thing. We have the next generation of electric vehicles, EVs, which are going to take over. Every car in 30-40 years is going to be an EV, electric vehicle, and silver's widely used in that, the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity, and it's only looking like we're going to need more and more silver, especially once the price starts to pick up. We're going to see new money into it. We're going to see the reoccurring investors. We're going to see this whole new flooding spectrum of people just wanting in on this silver market, in this silver frenzy, because yes, it's going to be a frenzy. Just like when Bitcoin was exploding, everyone, mothers, daughters, sons, teachers, whatever the case is, you name it, your next door neighbor, the lady down the street walking her dog, wanted a piece of Bitcoin. Bitcoin billionaires, stock market millionaires. These are real things. People can make tremendous amounts of money, extremely large amounts of money, and that's because they were ahead of the curve. They got in early and sold while all the panic was happening after the fact. You don't want to get in after silver's already skyrocketed. You want to get in right now while it's cheap. Get in your positioning right now while it's cheap, people. I'm sure a lot of you already do. Like you and I, we've been stacking silver, so we're just playing the waiting game. We're just waiting patiently, waiting for our time to come. And our time is going to come sooner than later. Trust me on that. It's going to be coming sooner than later. The opportunity is arising. Not only do we have gold on the one hand that can be boosting up from safe haven demand, but we have silver as this industrial metal, which is a smaller market, but trust me, market manipulation cannot overpower supply and demand. I'll say that again. Market manipulation cannot overpower supply and demand. Yes, there are big ballers in this game, in this silver playing game, that will try to twist and screw and keep silver prices low to their own benefits, their own greedy benefits. But once this new surge of money comes in, it's going to be extremely hard to stop this market. I see silver as more potential than gold. Much more potential than gold. And this is a warning to silver stackers because I don't want you to lose sight on silver, on what silver can do. It's so easy. It's so easy to forget or kind of lose sight, get distracted. Distraction's a great way to put it. It's so easy to get distracted on some of these things, especially with COVID right now. It's still spreading. USA, the top country with the virus spreading. And a lot of my subscribers, a lot of my audience is from the USA. So I know how easy it is to get into that panic-like mind state, but sometimes it's good to just step out. So are you buying, selling, trading, or investing? Buying, selling, trading, holding, what are you doing right now in your investing career? And I call it a career because, yes, this can be a hobby, but this will pay off like a career at the end of the day. Right, financial freedom is the end game. That's the end result, and that's really, I heard Junius Maltby say that years ago. He said, the end goal is financial freedom. Right, at the end of the day, we're stacking because we want to live financially free. We don't want to live paycheck to paycheck, being stuck in that loop, being a slave to the system. Because when you're in debt, you're a slave to the system. Right, and we don't want that. We don't want to. No one wants to live like that. And silver gives us an opportunity to go against the grain. And yes, it is going against the grain because it's not pegged to the dollar. Silver is valuable within itself, which is intrinsic value. A lot of like stock markets, are pegged to the dollar. Real estate, options markets, futures contracts, ETFs, it's pegged to the dollar. So if you're investing into something that's pegged to a system that's crashing, because yes, the dollar is crashing. The dollar's lost 98% of its purchasing power. If you're pegged to a system that's crashing, it's just like switching seats on the Titanic. You're still going to go down with it. That's why gold and silver give you abundant opportunity, precious opportunity, and you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out. I'm curious what's jogging through your mind right now, because I'm bringing up a lot of different points, a lot of different topics, and I would just love to hear what's occurring. Are you more stuck on the supply and demand thing? Are you stuck on the gold to silver ratio? Are you trying to figure out whether you should buy, sell, or trade right now, or hold? I definitely think right now holding is probably the best idea, just because things are so extreme. The mints, the online dealers are paying such high or charging such high premiums. I definitely don't think it's the right time to be paying $13, $14 premiums for American Eagles. By the way, if you stay subscribed to my channel, I'll be giving away an American Eagle pretty soon. So stay subscribed and like this video for a chance to win. A little promo right there, a little shout out. I love it. Everyone loves free silver, right? Right? And it's basically is free right now. It's so cheap it's so dirt cheap it basically is free. And trust me, once silver is $100, you're gonna be going back in time or wishing you can go back in time and buy $14 silver right now. It's gonna seem like pennies to the dime or pennies to the dollar. Especially at the rate that, things could pick up and escalate. Like, let's look at $50 silver in 2011. Man, it shot up fast. And a lot of people didn't have an opportunity to really get in because it happened so fast. By the time they heard to get on the silver train, it was already up to $30, $40. And then at that point, you can't even get that much silver. $100 will get you a couple ounces. Right now, $100 can get you several ounces. There's a big difference, and that's a lot of money to be made. Think about having 20 ounces, a stack that has 20 ounces compared to a stack that has 100 ounces, and then silver gets up to $50, $60. That's a game changer right there. It's definitely a game changer. So just to recap a little bit, because I talked about a lot. A warning to the silver stackers. This is a message to you. Remember why you stack. Remember why you stack. Why you started stacking. Get back to the roots. Get back to the basics. Because trust me on this. Your patience will pay off. Your hard work will pay off. All the hours of YouTube videos you've watched, the time you put in to watching all this stuff, educating yourself, the money you've spent, it's going to pay off, and it's going to pay off big. I promise you, silver is the most highly potential investment in the world. It's the most undervalued asset in the world. Not stocks, not gold, not cryptocurrency. It's silver. So let's get our head in the games. Let's invest strategically, successfully, rationally. Let's make this something that is going to change our lives, and I know it can, and I know it will. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I hope this video inspired you. I hope this video was a message of hope, a message of wisdom, and I hope this will lead you to become a more successful, a more educated, a more well-rounded silver stacker, because at the end of the day, silver is going to be the winner. Silver has the upper hand. Thank you so much for tuning in this video. Make sure to smash the like button. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.